What? Legend. Go on, slang soon. Oh, dude, put down that spoon. That's a spatula. He'd be a fork. No. 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 A new one this morning, Griffo. How cold is it?
Beautiful.
It's beautiful. See, that's exactly what it is. It's actually not windy or anything this morning, which is nice. That's the plus side. And there is a little bit of sun. Usually, you and I have to go all the way out to those buoys.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you don't have garnish. Yum. Yeah, that looks delightful.
Would you like me to get yours for you? I got up and I said, look, when you look back on things.
Down on the island with Bolchi and Robs. What's for breakfast? We've got San Remo Butcher, Scotch Phillip. We might be running out of gas.
That sounds good, doesn't it? Oh no, she's still on the go.
Still on though. We've got, I think we've got lamb and rosemary. We've got beef and Guinness and pork and fennel for breakfast. And here we are at somewhere. Somewhere in Philly Island, but I'm not going to tell you. Couple of eggs. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This might not even be cooked here.
What?
My steak. Yeah, beautiful. How good is that? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another game day vlog. I'm here with my man, Fusey, videographer, editor, all-round good bloke. Fusey, how are you, my friend?
I'm great, thanks. Yourself?
I'm very good, bro. I'm very good. We start off this game, ladies and gents, going to the scoring end, which is the left-hand side, left side of the screen, and there's a little bit of wind going that way. So I'll give you guys a little bit of a scene setter. Goon are the only team that's beaten us this year. We've also drawn to Coralyn as well. Drew with Coralyn. I think I'm saying that right. And Coralyn are equal top with us, and Goon are sitting third. So it's a quite closely contested competition. And I think that we really wanted to get Goon back because they beat us by 50 points in round 2. And we really wanted to, I think, to make things right. So we definitely came out with that as our motivation. But also, it didn't matter if we won, lost, or drew. We were on top of the ladder or in the top 2. So we get the week off next week anyway. So, ladies and gents, that's why there's no game day vlog next week. Because we do get the week off no matter what, win, loss or draw. Kane Pedersen goes bang and kicks the first goal of the game. So whoever had him as first goal scorer, shout out. And we probably had a couple out, and so did they, which was probably going to be a big factor towards the latter parts of the game and towards the end. Billy Taylor, superstar, goes bang. He's one of the most informed forwards in the competition. Definitely knows how to kick a goal. But every time that we kind of got a little bit of a leg up, it felt like they would just end up getting kind of getting the ball back or getting a goal back. I was fortunate to get a high tackle here, and then the bloke just decides to throw me to the ground. It actually looks pretty obvious from that kind of angle. It was a little bit of a soft 50, but still did get it, and then got an early goal, which is always really, really good for confidence, and kind of sets the tone a little bit for the game. We get a ball inside 50 here, and I was fortunate to get my hands onto one and take a good grab, and went back, and my routine was a little bit off for some reason. I don't know why, and the wind just took it a little bit, and unfortunately pulled it to the side. This guy, I forget his name, number 3, he's a good player though. Tried to get a high tackle there, unfortunately didn't quite work for him. Probably threw that out, lucky not to be given the free kick. But it was really hot and contested in the first quarter, and I don't know how I didn't get 2 free kicks there for a high tackle, and then he decides to knee me in the head after. Whatever, that happens, and that's the end of the first quarter. Fusey, first quarter, thoughts?
Good first quarter, as you said before, back and forth a lot. The other side, they were pretty gruesome in some of their tackles, I believe.
They were pretty rough.
It was making for a good game.
It was definitely a rough game. It was a great game to watch though, I reckon. But I'm definitely still sore. It's Monday that we're recording this, and definitely got a few corkies still. Plenty of tackles in this game. Like, that was just the kind of day it was. The ball was definitely locked into a lot of contests early on. Cam was unfortunate to give that free kick away. I don't know how that was a free kick. If you watch it back, it was that's a wild free kick to give away. But it was always closely contested this whole game, like from start to finish, from the beginning to the end. It was always tight, and it just never felt like either side could really get away. Peds gets a good grab here, too strong, and kicks a goal. He loves the double fist celebration, doesn't he? The double
it's like
fist
a kid
pump.
in a candy store every time he gets a goal.
I like that. That's a good call, Fusey. I was pretty much playing half forward most of the first half, so I wasn't really around the pill that much. But it was just a scrap and a fight. Really all day. Like I said before, just repeat stoppage after repeat stoppage. We just couldn't really kind of get too much free-flowing footy in the first half, and they got a few kind of easy ones out the back. I get a handball out to Zach here. Unfortunately, it wasn't the best handball, but then we really started to chain through until we get to Yuli. Yuli had me running on the right, but he finds a great kick here over to Pencil Texter, over to Charlie Bruce, who goes back and goes bang. Now, funny, we've got a guy called Pencil in the team, and his brother is called Texter. You reckon that's funny?
It is pretty funny. Stationary.
How is that a high as well? Anyway, don't worry. And they kept getting goals out the back, which was just annoying, and then obviously celebrating towards the 6 people in the crowd, which is always good. And they just down by a point at halftime, so it was really close. And this was a great game to watch. Like, everybody that came up to us after the game were like, "This is like one of the best games of footy." The quality of this league at the top end is really, really good. The likes of Goon and Inverloch, even like Turadin, and obviously Coralina are all really, really strong football sides. Great kick over the top here by Zach Walker, who just manages to get his hands onto every single ball that ends up going in the air. I get a handball out here to Holmesy, but it just probably was a little bit too high. A couple of tackles. Like I said, a lot of repeat stoppages in this game, and some of the free kicks were interesting, to say the least. But they kind of just got on top of us here, and they're up by a couple of goals, and it kind of felt like they had the run on even against the wind, and it was a little bit of a nervous time. We had our coach Cam was sent off with a tackle, with a dangerous tackle, so we just couldn't quite manage to. Well, we didn't have the players on the field, actually. We had one less extra on the field, and that is a free kick. You can't be pushing people into signs and stuff. Got a tackle here, and then there was obviously a little bit of push and shove afterwards, which is pretty standard against any side. And this was the tackle here, and there was just like, I've just been manhandled there. That was pretty stupid. But then I'm like running after the game because everyone's fighting here, and then the game's going on like to the right of screen.
It's like everyone forgot about the actual game.
Everyone forgot about the game, bro. But anyway, they missed a goal. We get it back. Yuli kicks a goal. Bang. Love that from Yuli. I just couldn't quite get my hands onto anything. Probably held. Any danger of a free kick? No, clearly not, but that's all right. And then they keep going down their end and kicking goals. I was lucky enough to get a free kick here over the shoulder, outside 50. I missed one of these in the first quarter, so definitely had to go back and stick back to my routine, because in the first one I didn't really do my usual arc around. I kind of like ran it a little bit straight, But I knew in this one it was a little bit further out that I would get that usual arc. I was obviously getting a little bit of advice from the 6 Goon supporters on the sideline. And this one just felt a little bit better off the boot. I knew straight away that it was going to go through. It was good. The boys got around me, which was elite. And then that put us back in the lead by 10 points. So a couple of good goals at the end of that quarter really kind of gave us some confidence. And as you can see, the Phillip Island faithful are all over it. And they were great. They definitely turned out in numbers. They turned out in numbers, didn't they?
They even brought the Prime Train chant back.
They did bring the Prime Train chant back, which was good. I got a free kick here in the last quarter, but I think that this is where your fitness kind of really starts to come to the fore. I tried to get after this ball and get after it, and then I was going to be called holding the ball, so I tapped it out, but unfortunately they got on the end of it and kicked a goal, and then that was a little bit frustrating. And then this guy gets knocked out here. I forgot his name, but he goes off, getting knocked out, completely knocked out cold. You remember those fluoro boots? Completely gone, knocked out. We stopped the game and everything. For him, again, I forgot his name, but number 3 for them. Geordie goes back here and has a shot, and unfortunately just doesn't quite get it done, and the game continues. Obviously, Charlie gets a great free kick here, kicks it out to me, and then I go inside 50 with a rainmaker, and I tell you what, this bloke can take a bloody grab. Zach Walker goes back and takes a great mark, and to really put us in the lead, unfortunately, he sprays the kick. And then, hey, this guy is the same guy before that was completely and utterly knocked out cold and is now playing
He's
again.
back at it.
He's back out there, which
I didn't even think that was allowed.
I don't know if it is allowed. And I get the ball here for 2 seconds, and I've been called holding the ball. Harsh call, but that's all right. Then they go down their end and kick a goal from that. I get a good kick out here to Nando. He goes forward and takes a grab, which is good. And he looks inside, and thank the Lord, one of the Taylor boys, Bison, the big man, goes back, takes a grab, and then that is to put us in front in the last quarter by 2 points. And we think, wow, how good is this?
And there was only 5 minutes left at that point.
Yeah, there wasn't any time left, and then unfortunately Goon go down their end and kick a goal afterwards. So that was unfortunate, and we're kind of trying to get it forward and win the game, and just can't quite get the ball moving. Penta's probably got, being held, and then I didn't know that there was 10 seconds to go. I needed to get on with it and kick it in anyway. I tried to, go for that, and then, this guy was trying to get stuck into me after the siren went, and I ended up shaking his hand, but he got stuck into me and you suck, blah blah blah, and then was shake my hand, and I was like, oh, he was being a bit much, but mate, all is fair and all is well after the game. You don't have to do that kind of stuff. It's once the game the siren goes, it's you're friends again. So anyway, it was a good day, it was a good game, and well done to Goon. They were too good in the end.